بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان اللعين الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. اللهم عجل لوليك الفرج عليه السلام. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعجل فرجهم ولعن عليهم أجمعين. Respected viewers, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. In our previous clip, we stopped at Warabal Dili wal Harur, which was the lord of the shade and the heat. In that clip, we said that shade and heat refers to the sun, and this basically refers to rhetorical saying whereby in itself it is self-explanatory that these are contrary to each other, and so there's a vast difference between them, like the day and the night, the light and the dark. So in other narratives, Ibn Abbas says, and this is recorded in the Sunni books as well, that Ibn Abbas says that the shade refers to the shade of Amir al-Mu'mineen alayhi wassalatu wassalam in paradise, and the heat refers to the fire for hell for Abu Jahl, may Allah curse him. Let's look at the next verse whereby we say, وَمُنزِلَ الْقُرْآنِ الْعَظِيمِ, the revealer of the great Quran. We looked at what Munzil is, and now we will look at what the Quran is. When Allah has separately commanded the holy book of Quran and has elevated it to other divine books, this itself points to its greatness. Just as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has chosen a few of his creation for himself, like Baytullah, his house. The mosques are the mosques of Allah, especially the holy Kaaba. The soul of Allah, Ruhullah, is the title of Prophet Isa. The self of Allah, Nafsullah, is Amir al-Mu'mineen. So in that context, Allah has also chosen for himself and says that he is the revealer of the Holy Quran. And in the Quran is the answer to every query. It is only our deficit that we cannot find it. The next verse goes, وَرَبَّ الْمَلَائِكَةِ الْمُقَرَّبِينَ and وَالْأَنْبِيَاءِ وَالْمُرْسَلِينَ, and the Lord of the archangels and the prophets and the messengers. Here we are asking Allah for the sake, and we are asking Allah, telling him and exalting him that he is the Lord of the book, he is the Lord of the angels, he is the Lord of the messengers. That means to say Allah is the divine, the epitome and the soul. Without Allah there is nothing. Without Allah nothing is existent. Imam Kazim alayhi wassalatu wassalam narrates on the authority of the Holy Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam and his family that surely Allah the Blessed and the High, He has chosen for everything from among the angels the tradition, and He has chosen Jibrail, Mikail, Israfil and the angel of death Israel as the highest angels who are known as Muqarrabeen. And wal anbiya wal mursaleen are that He is the Lord, He is the Master, He is the sustainer of the messengers, those also messengers who have brought down the book. Let's look into the next verse whereby we ask Allah now, Allahumma inni as'aluka bismika al-kareem. We are asking, oh Allah, I beseech you in your noble name. So what is noble name? When we are looking at the noble name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that He is very noble in such a way that the name Allah, somebody asked Amir al-Mu'mineen alayhi wassalatu wassalam, Ya Ali ibn Abi Talib, Ya Amir al-Mu'mineen, what is this noble name of Allah? What is the name, the meaning of the name Allah? And Amir al-Mu'mineen replies that this is such an exalted name that contains such attributes that nobody can claim that name or such attributes for himself. And here we are asking Allah I beseech you in your noble name. And then we go forward and say, وَبِنُورِ وَجْهِكَ الْمُنِيرِ, in the light of your luminous face. Now, Dua Ahad has got a very deep depth and insight, but what we are trying to do is just give a brief on, otherwise this will exceed so many clips, and so we want to just touch base so that you have a general idea and all of us can learn from it of what we are actually telling Allah. So what is وَبِنُورِ وَجْهِكَ الْمُنِيرِ, in the light of your luminous face. We looked at what is the nur of Allah, and we say the nur of Allah was that light that Allah attributed for himself and then partook and gave some, imparted some of that light to the Holy Prophet and the 14 Ma'asumin and the Ahlul Bayt. However, that light beyond which or without which no other light can ever be existent, that light without which no other source can ever give out light. Even the sun's light depends on the light of the Ahlul Bayt, and the light of the Ahlul Bayt and the Holy Prophet depends on the nur, the light and the munir of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So here we are asking Allah for the sake of that light, and we are saying وَبِنُورِ وَجْهِكَ الْمُنِيرِ. Now we are asking Allah for the sake of not only the light, but that light of His luminous face. Who is the luminous face of Allah? Does Allah have a face like you and I have? Does Allah have 2 eyes and 2 ears and 1 nose and 1 mouth? No. So what is the nur of Allah? What is the face of Allah? Join us in the next clip whereby we shall explore وَبِنُورِ وَجْهِكَ الْمُنِيرِ. We shall explore this وَجْهِكَ الْمُنِيرِ inshallah ta'ala. وآخر دعوانا عن الحمد لله رب العالمين. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته. اللهم عاجل لوليك الفرج عليه السلام.